what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Sometimes it's not the baby daddy, ... Sometimes it's you. Modern woman tells friend the truth about the men she attracts into her life and holds her accountable. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself. Let's get it.
Baby, how am I picking them?
You're a part of the problem.
Why am I attracting that?
Bro, it's the same thing I always say. If you 3 baby daddies in and they all deadbeats, you are a poor decision-making woman.
Let's keep listening.
And I'm not trying to beat that down, into you, but maybe you need to stop for a second, stop popping them kids out like they candy, and chill out and reassess yourself and really reevaluate and be like, okay, what's going on with me? Because I'm not a bucket, because that's how it's coming off. That's how it come off to me. I'm sorry. Anybody that want to release in me can.
This is a good friend.
There's no specialness in it. Anybody could get me pregnant. That's how I feel. That's how it looks. You don't have no type of self-control or thought process. You knew this dude for 3 months. And then this is another thing. And we were just talking about, I was talking to my makeup artist about this. If you are someone who is not a good judge of character, and girl, by 2 baby daddies, you know if you a good judge of character. I don't care. Because if both is bad, both baby daddies deadbeats. Like we said, girl. So if you know that, right? Wait. Get to know them. People can only hide who they are for so long unless they are psychopaths. Or you're just completely lying to yourself.
All right, so there you go. That was amazing to see, man. You don't see that often. You do not see a panel of 2 women coming together, holding each other accountable. You just don't. I want to give these women props. You just don't. You do not see this. And I also want to say, I don't think this would be possible to do without male empowering content. And I mean, just any platform out here that allows men to give their take on situations like this. Because I honestly believe if this was said before men were allowed to get on platforms and speak their mind the way that they are now and do now, then this video alone would have gone viral on the Shade Room, all the other platforms. A lot of women would have shot this chick down. But at this point, some people are drinking coffee, right? They're not accepting everything, but they're not being completely delusional. So you guys heard it for yourself there. The chick told her friend, wait, you don't have to rush into these relationships with men before you get to figure out who they really are. Especially when your past decisions have proven that you're a bad judge of character. Maybe you need some help. Maybe you need to bounce off, some of these guys. If you, let's say you had a father in the household, maybe we should be uplifting fathers in households, right? It always comes back to the same thing. But I'll take it even a step further and say, if you're this woman, then you want to wait on sex. You want to wait on sex because that's where women lose their mind. That's when women start believing everything a man says because of the way the female body works after sex. If you guys remember this video I did a while back titled How Men Fall in Love and Build Attachment/Bonds. Check it out.
Men don't fall in love through sex. They fall in love through the promises that they make and then keep to you. Now I'm about to give you a whole science lesson because you guys are out here getting it wrong and you're hurting yourself because of it. Now women do fall in love through sex. That's why whenever you hear someone like, oh no, it's going to be casual, I don't actually like him, like I'm gonna be a player too. Biochemically, that's really hard because we release oxytocin. Oxytocin is your bonding chemical.
You can't be a player the same way a man can be a player. I have to pause and explain this because this is the stuff that they don't want to hear. Being a 3 or 4 out here means that you're constantly falling in love with men who are taking you to Pound Town. Let's keep listening.
It's why you feel close after sex. It's why you feel close during cuddling. Us women be firing off that oxytocin like crazy when we're in love. It's why he was kind of okay at first and now you're like, he's literally shit and I am so in love. Men release some levels of oxytocin after sex, but it's actually not what bonds them to someone. What bonds them to you, that commitment level, is vasopressin. So what happens in the beginning though, they are releasing testosterone. Testosterone is their pursue behavior. That's why, girlfriend, do whatever you want, but if you're wanting a guy to commit to you, sleeping with him in the beginning isn't the smartest thing to, because guess what? His levels of testosterone are the highest when pursuing, you get what you want, they just drop, which means right after sex, if it's in the beginning, he actually likes you less, unless vasopressin is released. But men have to develop vasopressin receptors for that to happen, and those take time to build.
All right, so there you guys go. You can go watch the whole video if you want to watch it in full. And so again, like I said, I'll take it a step further and say, man, stop letting these men hit so quickly. A lot of the times these chicks will let these guys hit who want relationship with these men before the relationship. And you might say, well, should I make the guy wait till marriage? I think for most women, they just want commitment to be shown. And that would be my advice. If I was giving advice to a chick who I cared about, it would be, hey, you want that man to commit to you in a relationship publicly before you give it up. And for a lot of guys, that would scare them off away. Trust me. Another comment here from another person says, I love this conversation and I love how receiving the friend was to her opinion. Here's another comment that says, this was a difficult conversation, but it had to happen. Thank you for breaking it down, friend. Another comment here says, her little smile mid-convo say that she knows deep down that she's right. It's what a good friend does, holding you accountable. Here's another comment that reads, had to let go of a friend who would come to me with issues, but hated to listen to advice. Yeah. Another comment here says, big facts, because I will say one kid is hard. And the major lesson, you make mistakes. Anything after that is your fault. Poor decision making. Well, the first kid is your fault as well. What the hell is this chick talking about? Another comment here says, I love the honesty and the friend actually listening. Sometimes you need that tough love. Somebody else here says, the way my eyes widened. She just told her how it was. Yes, she did. Here's another comment that says, this is a friend. I wish I had a friend like this. I'm like, feel free to help me. Yeah, right. You know, it's tough, man. It's tough for anybody to hear the truth. Anybody, men included. Here's another comment that says this. It's why marriage and dating is important, to learn the person. My granny didn't have kids until 5 years into her marriage. Married before she carried. That's the message. Listen, guys, as always, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.